Good morning. If you're listening to this, it means that we are going to spend the first few minutes of the day together. Whether you do this in formal sitting meditation position or simply in your chair or sofa while you drink a tea or a coffee, it doesn't matter so much. What matters is that we are going to prepare ourselves for the day by spending a little bit of time inside before we step outside. Find a comfortable position and calm your body down into stillness. It's a new body today. I'm sure you remember it very well, but let's give ourselves the license of looking at it anew. Rest on your hips. Straighten up your back a little, even if you are resting on the chair. Widen the space between the shoulders. And before we let our attention fly out for the rest of the day, let's take a moment to contain that attention internally. Feel the inner life, the heartbeat, the breath, maybe some light pains and aches, some stiffness from the night. There is an emotional color to the inner field as well. It's not just physiological sensations, but the color of my mental and emotional disposition is painted in my body as well. Without defining, without labeling, without narrowing it down to a concrete definition, notice your emotional color. Notice as well your energy level. Without making any value judgment, without internally complaining if we feel tired, I just notice the energy in my body. We are close to the night, so when you move attention to the mind space, you might still have dreams reverberating. Let your mind rest like a dream catcher would and see if any of them leave any trace. If so, make a mental note. You might want to write it down later if you have a dream journal, or otherwise there will be moments through the day that you can reflect on the nature of that dream. Gain awareness as well of the environment that you're sitting in. Even with your eyes closed, there might be smells in the room that you're in, sounds, a sensation of it being a small room or a big room. And at this point, your village or your city might be waking up. So you might hear life beginning to come to life. We feel, we take notice, but we don't let the mind hook to any of the elements. As a centralizing point, I rest my attention on my posture and on the rhythm of my breathing, on the movement of my diaphragm. The system is waking up, both the body and the mind. My intentions, my missions, my desires, my beliefs are waking up. the hardware is coming slowly into action and the software is being uploaded. And as this happens, instead of immediately running into it, I sit and witness. I give myself the opportunity of becoming aware of how I awaken to a new day. I relax inside of time. I let patience exist, allowing for tolerance to lack of novelty, which is nothing else than tolerance to myself, to being with me without anything new happening. Relaxing into time is synonymous of relaxing into you. I relax also in the disparity of the sensations in my body. I allow myself to feel all of it. I stretch my capacity to feel. I delabel the areas that are painful or sore, and I just feel them without naming them pain, without the sticker on top. I feel without resistance, without wishing that what I feel should be different. And if what I feel is that I wish that it would be different, I let that feeling be as well. I let patience, presence, and tolerance be the doorway through which I enter into this day. Whenever you encounter that attention fluctuates, that you get distracted for too long, that you begin to fall asleep again, simply return your attention to your breath, return your attention to your physicality. I open myself to the day with gratitude and curiosity. Wherever I am, whichever my situation is, my age, my financial status, my relationships, there is a fundamental gratitude that arises from the calm observation of reality. Simply being able to take part on life, to walk this earth, to breathe this breath, to meet these people, to have these experiences, to be loved, to love, to laugh. You're probably sitting with a roof over your head and with food in your fridge. There are experiences and events and situations that will allow you to interact with this life, with this reality in a myriad of ways. There are surely challenges and pains and struggles and tears to be cried in this life, but how fortunate we are to live. Take a moment to say thanks for the good, but also for the bad, for the lessons, for the mistakes, for the regrets. They made us humble, they made us learn, they gave us empathy. And curiosity. Probably today will look similar to yesterday, but surely it will not be identical. I have a new opportunity to express my relationship to myself and life through the actions of my day, through the words that I speak, through the choices that I make. I get to express which my priorities are. I get to see the areas where I get stuck, insecure, unsure of myself. I get to see where I'm beautiful. I get to see the fruit of my gift in the lives of others and in the environment through my family, my work, and my relationships. And all of this will be similar to yesterday, but all of this will be completely new. And to the degree that I look at it with curiosity, I will partake of this newness. I can reinvent and rediscover myself every day. Once again, let's go through it all. I find my body, and within it, my posture, and the sensations and the awareness of my inner space. I find my breath. I find my emotional landscape and my mental disposition. I find the world that I am inserted in, that I am part of, the space, the environment, and the nature of the world that surrounds me. I find time. I find impermanence. I find purpose, mission, and desire. And on the other side of them, I find fear, confusion, and insecurity. And they will dance. They will alternate. And I witness. I occupy a space of presence and curiosity, a space of gratitude and appreciation, of patience and tolerance. And as I move into the world, I free myself to give my apportation, to share my gift. I free myself to be me, to be authentic, to not hide, to open my heart and offer it to others. I allow myself to play the game of life, to take risks. I allow myself to be generous and give to others. And equally, I allow myself to receive, to be open for goodness. Thank you, life, for this new day. May all beings be happy.